that's already going because for some reason he likes to give you half the tour, but I'll catch you guys up and everything that you missed. This here is the, so if I'm talking too fast, that's exactly why. This here is the eagle mine of 1870. It's an original eagle mine found in the area. The founder of the gold in these parts was a man named Fred Coleman. Fred Coleman was a freed slave from Kentucky and was also a cattle rancher. I started realizing that it's not that much nuggets like there is in Northern California. Northern California is good. Nuggets, we don't. We find our gold in the quartz here. If it's blue quartz like here, that means it's rich. That means there's going to be a lot of gold in it. Right. So, how you found an outcropping is a piece of the quartz that sticks out from a mountain. You start at the bottom of the creek, you start panning. Once you're panning your way up and up and up, then you end up passing the outcropping. When you stop finding gold, that means you passed it. So you go back to where I last found it, you find the outcropping, sample it to make sure it's profitable. You got to find at least 1 ounce of gold per ton of rock. And that's how you found your adit, and that's where you would place your adit. Sounds good? All right, let's go. I'm going to be going kind of fast because I want to catch you guys up. Stays about 62 degrees year round.
Oh man, it's really cold in here.
Billy Moran started this mine. Billy Moran was a free cat. No, that was quite cool. Billy Moran started this mine. We enter a smaller mine, we exit a much larger mine. This is a smaller mine. This is Billy Moran's cottage. It burned down a while ago. This is Billy Moran's lunch pail. We brought in 2 pails, one to eat out of, one to poop in. Okay, notice how this is blue here? Yeah. All your quartz and all your money is going to be in that vein. Now, if we're to go that way, watch out for your head. That's where your tour is going to continue with that tour following that way. Alrighty?
Oh man, look at that. Oh look, there's a person in there, look.
What?
I'm just kidding. See him? Oh, you can move these? Oh, you can move these.
That's like an old outfit.
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah, that's crazy, huh?
This is wind bar.
Oh, wow. This used to be the train tracks right here. Look.
I know. It's trying to flash right now.
I can't, my light's on. There we go. Look, eagle, fine. Lower your head. Alright. Wow, this is really, I'm really tall.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I like the.
Oh, I got a hunchback.
I'm a little kid.
What? Look at that.
I'm 9 years old.
What? That's awesome. That is awesome. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
I'll film it for Michaela.
Ooh, what's in here?
It's so cold in here. Whoa, you scared the heck out of me. Whoa, what's back there?
I don't know, but I want to check it out.
It's like food.
Let's just keep going.
There's like food right here.
Oh, wow, look at all this. This is awesome.
There's like food.
Smoking tobacco.
Yeah.
Damn, fills that up.
It's not even resting. Dad. Dad, look.
Hmm?
Spanish peanuts.
All right, let's go. Wait, shh. You hear that? You hear that? Can't hear nothing. It's dead quiet in here. Oh, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Put that back. This is all their tools and stuff.
Yeah. He used those tools. He used
Those are
all
crusty and dusty. Look at them.
Yeah, I know.
Where'd he sleep?
Wow, look at that. That's crazy. I wonder if this is like super creepy at night.
Probably.
Yeah.
He was like, what? No smoking?
Lower your low overhead.
What do you see?
Why does it smell like fuel in here?
I don't know. I didn't have it though.
Say cheese.
Your cat.
Take your 06, right? Blah, blah, blah. I like that kind of word out. Okay, bring them up here. I got one more test for them.
Dang, it's cold.
Oh, do the Jedi.
Ah.
All right, keep going. Okay,
What's this?
what's this thing?
Oh, just real shrink.
Hey, how'd you know that? All right, yeah, they normally call it a cell phone. So I think it's going to go. Hey Siri, could you call phone around 1870?
Like that.
What are you doing in my mind?
Oh yeah, see the train tracks?
Silly, it's just a cord running out this old. Watch out, kids, I guess it's on the phone. All right, let's go about this. Is Radio Shack intercom.
See,
Look at that. Way.
you're way back there. Oh, you can see the entrance from here.
Yeah? You see? Oh yeah, you can.
We can.
Taking all these pictures.
Well, then maybe we can leave it
It'd be much more scary. Alright, let me get you to stand in the picture. Right? Go like this. Perfect.
What is this?
pills, I think.
This is all the tools and
There's
stuff.
still stuff in here.
I don't know.
It's a rusty thing.
I would,
What's over there?
Hercules powder?
I wanna go into go into all the places.
It goes way up there.
All right, let's move the group farther in, please. We're gonna be departing the tunnel anyway, so if we can bring, let's try to accommodate everybody.
Dang, it's a
Alright,
deep
good.
hole.
All hands down
Go ahead.
over there. Okay, even farther. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay.
It's like a metallic dinosaur. Okay, we've almost got it. Let's see, how can we do this? It's a little tough for now.
Yeah, I can
Now, can we scoot the group a little bit farther? Look at that nice family. I'm not trying to micromanage you, I'm just looking out for them. Do you have a question, sir?
Is this like a horn or?
That's a bell.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, can we scoot the group a little bit farther in, please? Okay, welcome to the hoist room, everybody. This is called a hoist machine. This is what they used to lower the mine personnel into the vertical shaft, but it was also used to lift debris rock and gold bearing quartz from the lower portions of the mine. Only a 10 horsepower machine, but thanks to all these gears and the reduction gear, this thing had a lot of torque. It could lift around 3,000 pounds with only 10 horsepower. Not too shabby for 1800s technology. Originally, there's a cable that wrapped around this spool here. One of these levers was to lift the hoist bucket up. The other lever was to make it descend into the vertical shaft. You might notice it's got a brake mechanism on the right-hand lever. So the cable from the spool went through the pulley on the workbench. That pulley was originally situated on a cross beam coming off of that enormous section of timber. There used to be 4 of those uprights though, and they formed a structure that held the pulley. So visualize a cable going through the pulley. They'd be hanging in the hoist bucket above the vertical shaft. Can anyone guess where the other 3 beams are now?
Down in the hole?
Hey, that was my toughest question. All right, good. Now, that's correct, but why did they put in that vertical shaft if it wasn't an elevator corridor to access this rich vein of quartz? Here's the High Peak vein, folks. This is the richest vein of gold-bearing quartz in the entire mountain, and this one vein of quartz produced a lot of gold. Made these guys a lot of money. In fact, they're able to pay off that big red machine. The California 5-stamp mill put Billy Moran, owner of the Eagle Mine, $80,000 in debt to the bank. That's over $1 million by today's monetary equivalent. So what a relief. Oh, isn't it nice when a project's successful? A lot of times people put their heart and soul into something, it doesn't pan out for them. Sorry about the play on words, I know. Okay, so Now they lower the mine personnel to one of the 4 levels of tunnel down below. They jump out of the hoist bucket, break out the quartz and debris rock, fill up the hoist bucket. They would then sound a sequence of bell rings to notify the hoist operator that it's time to lift the hoist bucket up. So, in order to do so, they'd use this system here. This is the California shaft bell signal system, like Morse code, and it's a bell ring sequence system, Systematica de Campana. So everybody watch to see which kid raises their hand first. They'll get to ring the bell. Did anyone see? Which was the first? Which one, sir? Oh, the girl in the green? Did you really want to do it? All right. You're first. You're in the right. Okay, this metal string right here. And then be sure to push it all the way back up after each ring. So it's going to be 2 times, pause, and then 1 more. All the way back up. Very good. All the way back up. Then pause. Okay, that was perfect. She's hired. Ingeniera Systematica de Campana. Okay, now we need at least 1 more bell ring sequence. It's really complex. 1 time. Was it this boy in the black shirt?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm counting on you now, man. All right, step up, young Jedi. It's really complex. 1 time. Hey, how do you figure it out? Hey, now you're intimidating me. Okay, that was perfect. So the first one, hoist operator, hoist bucket's full. What's taking you so long? Second one, okay, I heard you. Get out of the way, I'll lift it up now. I pull back on the lever. That caused the hoist bucket to lift. They take the debris rock and quartz, chuck it right into the ore cart, send it out the mountain process. Okay, how does gold form, folks? Well, even the scientists didn't know until recently. Thank you, Hubble Space Telescope. That's our pet robot, kids. All right, well, originally they said it was a supernova event. Now they're telling us it's a neutron star collision leading to a supernova event. All the elements above 44 on the periodic table of elements were created that way, neutron star collisions. But how would that possibly tie in? While our solar system was still a nebula of dust and rocks being pulled inward by gravity, each planet was too. And gold, because of its atomic density, it had already reached its way towards the center of the Earth before the Earth had even formed. That includes the gold that arrived to the planet via meteorites, youngsters. So the quartz magma was the vehicle. It pulled the gold from way down the Earth where it settled originally to the surface of the Earth. So what am I going to say now, youngsters? Stay in school, study science and math. We're going to see you rich on TV with the world's largest gold nugget. How about an emerald as big as a car? Education's going to get you that and more. Yeah, what did I find? I'm just a hillbilly. What else forms in San Diego County with the help of elements that were forged in interstellar space? Well, what about a semi-precious tourmaline? This thing formed 100 million years ago. Elements were pulled out of granite by boiling water. Those elements interacted chemically under key pressure and temperature thresholds. Once all the feldspar and quartz cooled off as rock, there's still enough water to boil the rare elements. And those rare elements, like lithium, pulled the iron out of this semi-precious tourmaline to leave it looking like a piece of candy. Look at that, kids.
It's getting very chilly in here.
Yeah.
Hey, don't jump.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, watch your head right here.
Hey, jumping.
Crack your head.
Break your head.
If you jump right here, you will die.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to do that. Huh. What's that?
From New York?
She's from New Jersey.
Are you? My mom was born in Schenectady. I like New York. Woo! The Natural History Museum is amazing.
Take the rock out. There's pretty bats in here. What if you wait here?
Or go to
I have to pee.
Where they sat, right there.
I have to pee.
You're gonna pee? Okay, we're almost done.
I want to go there.
Kai, where you going?
It's
Oh.
nothing.
What the heck is over there?
Nothing.
What? Oh yeah, we're almost outside then.
We're going out. I see it. I see the.
Whew. Oh, it's warm. Hey, sir, you're not supposed to
Don't
park
open.
over there. He's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna fix it up. That's a 52 Ford. That thing would be worth money if it was.
It was working.
How much?
Yeah, you can have a shirt.
The engine is in there.
Probably like 60,000.
And look at the tire.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's crazy.
We have these Jedi kids.
See inside of it? Wow.
Plus, you guys are inheriting the whole planet. So you really want to see it. But you're inheriting the whole planet, youngsters. It's a good thing you're smart. Keep studying. Got everybody? Okay, they haul the gold-bearing quartz ore on the ore cart, send it to the left. You might have noticed there's a switch track there. That way they can send it to Free Rock to the right. And this is where the High Peak Mill site used to be located, folks. That's the building in the photograph in between the two display boards. So we've had all these tunnels beneath us this whole time as we walk. They were engineered from the vertical shaft we saw in the hoist room all the way over here to where they used